back is my parents-in-law. My husband's parents are quite old. He was the youngest child, and his mum by that point had a couple of strokes, and she wasn't feeling very well. And they used to ring and say, we want to be near the grandchildren, because Moroccans have this culture, they like to be near the children and near the grandchildren, and they said, please come, So we thought about it a lot, and we decided that the time to move was really before the children started school. الحمد لله في المغرب الداري وخا ما يعطيوني ما عمرني مرة نعيش في الفقر في المغرب مثلا. الحمد لله سهل الله اللهم لكن عند سكن فقر لكن كيف ما كان في المغرب ولا في الغرب حيث مسائل مهمة الأسرة والزوج الصالح والوليدات والبحر وكل شيء اللي في المغرب ما تلقايش في الغرب. I think I would have rather stayed in my own culture if I hadn't converted to Islam. And I think becoming a Muslim and learning about Islam, and I used to sit with my friends, and all of us would talk, we'd say, yeah, we're going to go to a Muslim country, we're going to go and study with the shuyukh, we're going to really take on Islam as a very important thing in our life. And I think, especially for the first 2 years, it helped me a lot to be with the family and to have people here that my husband knew, and he would invite them, their wives to come and talk to me and, take me out and go to the beach or do things. So this was easier for me to learn. And now I think, especially after I learned to speak some Moroccan and that I can go out on my own and I take the kids out on my own and everything, I don't find it so much of a burden as I might have done if I hadn't learned Arabic so much, if I hadn't made such an effort to integrate into the culture here and to get to know Moroccans.
I think integration into a different society or a different country is always going to be somewhat difficult. Alhamdulillah, I had the experience already of being here for a few years. I knew, of course, about the cuisine, about some of the history of the city where we live, of Marrakesh, and also of the country that we were coming to. But I certainly have faced a lot of challenges. Our living situation, we have our own place to live, which is lovely. We actually live next to my mother-in-law, which has worked out so well, because the kids can go right out the front door to their grandmother's house. I have a sister-in-law living above me with her husband and children. I have another brother-in-law living above us with his family. So a lot of people wonder how I can handle being so close to the family. But that's actually been one of the best things for us, because the kids have always had cousins to play with, and we've always had a place to go if we want to share a meal or have coffee in the afternoon. And it's given me a chance to see the Moroccan lifestyle up close in other people's homes, not just trying to invent it for my own home.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهديه الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولي الصالحين أشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات ربي والسلام عليه. أخواتي في الله أحييكم بتحيات أهل الجنة وتحية فيها عائلة كبيرة وكنت كيرحب بيا واخا ما كيعرفونيش زيدك علاقة ديال العلاقة ديال العائلة حيت هنا في أوكرانيا الناس العائلة هي جوج الناس ثلاثة أب أم وزوج وليدات. هنا في المغرب 40 و60 و10 ديال الخوت وكل شيء قريب ونمشيو لهذا ونزورو مريض ونشوفوه. هذا المسألة زوين بزاف وكتعرف حتى ملي كنت كنصور دابا وليت مغربية كيقولوا لي صحاباتي ولكن في مسائل في الأول ما عجبونيش. مثلا واحد النهار عرضوا علينا وقالوا لنا أجيو واحد الصدقة، كانوا الناس لابسين مزيان والذهب ديالهم تقاصدهم والحواله مسويين والزاز وبقيت كنشوف كنهضر كده هما المساكين اللي ياكلوا صدقة. قالوا لي لا صدقة ماشي المساكين، هي نية صدقة ولكن كتصدق على أغنياء. المهم هاد صدقة اللي ما فهمتهاش. الوالدة ديالي كنتمنى دابا ولات كتبدل الفكرة، هي اللي قاسها شوية قلت ما كتبغيش حتى ملي كنبغي نهضر معاها ديما كتبغي هاد العام منين جات باش العام امها حلات الباب، هاد العام حلات الباب، وليت كنناقش معاها شوية بشوية ولات كنقول الحمد لله إذا نحسن لأن كاينة شي على فوق منا، ونقول والله ما أنت تهدي من أحببت ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء. واحد جوج ثلاثة أربعة خمسة.
So I think, spending the time at home, 8 years, I put my mind to being at home, I put my mind to learning about Islam, and having children, and spending time with my husband. And I think it was important to make those bonds in the family. And after the kids, the youngest one was about 3 or 4, I felt, that I've made this bond at home, and I feel strong in myself, and I feel strong in my religion. And, maybe it would be nice to go out and work and have a bit of recognition from outside that, that I was doing something to help, outside the family at this point. My life has been so many changes, especially now that my husband has had to go back to England to work, and I'm staying in Morocco with the kids. And, we decided as a couple that this was better for the children here in Morocco. We wanted them to learn Arabic, and they learned in school here, and they got used to it, and we decided to do that. He went because he feels such a responsibility to help financially with the family that he just couldn't sit here in Morocco and let me work. Even if I could go and do extra hours and I could work in a school and he could help with the kids, maybe that's in the West we do that now. The husband stays at home and the wife goes out to work, no problem. A lot of people see it as him running away from his responsibility, but I think because we have a really good understanding now, I know that his heart is with his family, and it will always be with his family. I think I've given up on knowing what to expect tomorrow, or the next hour, or the next year, or anything. I mean, whatever Allah gives us is, that's the way we're gonna go, and you just have to go with it, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And then what? And then what? Certainly my husband and I aspire to educate our children in the right way. I always have concerns myself that I don't have the right answers. But in that case, I send the kids to their father. He's much better educated in the faith, having been brought up with the traditions and brought up, having heard stories and so forth from a very young age. And sometimes, I would say all the time that's very beneficial to the kids and to me as well.
قبل زواجنا كما تعلمون كانت مارين معتنقة للديانة المسيحية. فقبل الزواج اتفقنا على بعض الشروط ليكون زواجنا زواج دائم. فمن بين الشروط التي ذكرناها هو تربية الأولاد. يجب أن يتربوا تربية إسلامية فقط. يعني زواج مختلط بعض الأطراف يشرب بدون فكرة تبيين أو تبريد ديانتين أو ثلاث للأولاد وترك الاختيار للأولاد. فكنت صارما شيئا ما قبل الزواج. قلت لها بأنه إن تزوجنا إن شاء الله الأولاد يجب أن تكون عندهم تربية إسلامية فقط.
I mean, of course, I want my children to learn how to be good Muslims, how to be good people, and I think that comes primarily from the home. But I think that every day in our house, there are lessons that we need to be giving kids about how to treat other people, about manners, about, you know, what to say, when to say it, what's appropriate behavior. And I think, that happens in every home, and we can only hope that, the children follow our good examples. We hope that we're able to give them good examples as well.
We have to give people money. If people don't have that much money, we have to give them a little bit of money.
Do you remember what that's called in Arabic?
Zakat.
Oh, good job, Brandon.
من النهار اللي درت أنا حجاب كنت عارفة إن شاء الله إذا استجاب الله بناتي يسميوا حجاب من صغرهم كنت كنولفهم كنت عارفة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الصلاة من فريضة لنا 7 سنين وكيف درت بالي إذا الحاجة الثانية اللي عينتوها هي الحجاب. أنت تبعي إلى درت